Hi, my dear children. This is Prasanna, your maths tutor. Dear children, in the previous video, we learned that how to represent rupee and paise in the form of decimal. And in this today's video, we are going to solve some story problems based on money and which are involving two operations, namely addition as well as subtraction. But before solving those all story problems, you have to have one thing in mind, that is, write the rupees and paises in their respective columns and proceed with addition or subtracts. So you have to write rupees and paise in their respective columns. Then only you can proceed with the addition or subtraction. So let us take the first story problem that reads like this. Anita has rupees 500 and Komal has rupees 475 paise. What is the total amount both of them have? So this is the first question. And second question is, how much less amount does Komal have than Anita? So when you compare both amount here, so this is the amount that Anita has and this is the amount that Komal has. So when you after comparing, we can easily identify that Anita has more money than Komal. But look at here, how much less amount does Komal have than Anita? So obviously Komal has less amount than Anita, but how much less amount does Komal have than Anita? So this we have to find out. So first question, let's try to answer this. What is the total amount both of them have? So total amount is nothing but it is the addition of this amount and this amount. So we write the first sentence, that is, money with Anita, that is 500 rupees, and money with Komal, that is 475 paise. So to add, we usually do this. We add the both amounts like this, that is, so 0 plus 5 will be 5, 0 plus 7 will be 7, and 0 plus 0 will be 0 again, 0, and 5 plus 4 is 9. So money with both of them, money with both Anita and Komal is how much? 900 rupees 75 paise. Let's move on to the next question, that is, how much less amount does Komal have than Anita? So which means Anita has more money than the Komal, which also mean that Komal has less money than Anita, but by how much? This we need to find out here. So for this, we have to take the difference of both the amounts here. So for this, we write like this, that is, money that Komal have less than Anita equals. So this is the money, and which Anita has, that is 500 rupees, and this is the money this Komal has, that is 400 rupees 75 paise. So when you take the difference of both the amounts, you will get that. But before subtracting, we do this. Just look at the decimal part here. So this decimal part has two places, that is 75, but this decimal part has zeros. So we cannot subtract bigger number from the smaller number. So for this, we need to take the borrow, and instead of this 500, we consider this as 499, which means 1 rupee has been given as the borrow to this and will be considered as paise. So when you take 1 rupee from this 500 rupees, it will be 499, and that 1 rupee is converted into paise, and that will be written like 100. So 100 minus 75 will be 25, and 499 minus 400 will be 99. So Komal has 99.25 rupees less than Anita. Let's move on to the next question. Ankit wanted to buy a shirt for rupees 275 paise and trousers for 325.50 paise. So he had 700 rupees in his hand. Then what is the total cost of shirt and trouser? So here trouser is nothing but it's just like a pant, right? Then first question is, what is the total cost of shirt and trouser? And second question is, how much money was left with him after purchasing both shirt and trouser when he has this 700 rupees in his hand? So first thing is that first sentence would be total cost of both shirt and trouser is, so this is the cost of what? This is the cost of shirt, that is 200 rupees 75 paise, and this is the cost of trouser, that is 325.50 paise. And if they are asking total cost, so which means we have to add both. So when you add both, it will be 526.25. See here, 5 plus 0 will be 5, 7 plus 5 will be 12, and we write 2 here, and we write this 1 as the carry over here. 1 plus 5 will be 6, and remaining thing will be added as per the rule. So it is 526.25. So this is the total cost of shirt and trouser. But they are asking that Just look at here how much money was left with him, because he has this much money, right? So this is the money with Ankit, that is 700 rupees. So in this 700 rupees he has spent this much money, right, for buying shirt and trouser. So this is the money he has spent. So this money has to be subtracted from the money that he has before purchasing. So 700 minus 526 rupees 25 paise. So when you subtract, so see here again it is two places are here, and there are no digits here, so that's why you have to take borrow from this. So just subtract 1 rupee from this, it will be 699, and that 1 rupee is converted here as the paise and will be written as the 100. And when you subtract 25 from 100, it will be 75, and 699 minus 526 will be 173. So that money spent or money left with Ankit after buying shirt and trouser will be 173 rupees 75 paise. Let's move on to the next one. Anjali carried 536 rupees 25 paise to buy the uniforms for her two children. The uniform cost 239.80 paise. So this is the cost of first uniform, and the cost of another uniform is 343 rupees 10 paise. What was the total cost of two uniforms? And second question is, how much amount did she have to borrow from her friend? Look at here. First she carried this much money, and for buying these two uniforms she was needed more money, right? She needed more money. So for that she asks her friend for giving some more money for buying these two. So if she taken some money, if she borrowed some money from her friend, then how much money she has to borrow in order to buy these two uniforms? So first sentence would be cost of two uniforms. So the cost of first uniform is 239 rupees 80 paise, and the cost of second uniform is 343 10 paise, and the total cost of both the uniforms will be 582 rupees 90 paise. Well, but she has only 536 rupees 25 paise. See here, obviously the cost of two uniform is more than this. The cost of two uniform is more than that the money that Anjali carried. So obviously she has to receive some money from her friend. So how much money she has to receive, that we need to find out here. So for that, cost of two uniform is 582 rupees 90 paise, but this is the money she has carried in her purse. So that when you subtract the money which is carried by Anjali from the cost of two uniforms, that is 582 rupees 90 paise, it will be money she has to borrow from her friend or money she has to receive from her friend will be 46 rupees 65 paise, which means she fell short with 46 rupees 65 paise in order to buy these two uniforms, and which is the cost of 582 rupees 90 paise. Next question. Nandita got 380 rupees 72 paise and 198 rupees 85 paise from her parents. She spent 272 to buy a watch, and how much money did her parents give her? This is the first question, and the second question is how much money is left with her. So first, she received this much money from her parents, it might be father, and she receives some more money from her mother, that is 198 rupees 85 paise, and the total money that she received from both the parents will be 579 rupees 57 paise, and in this money she spent 270 rupees for buying the watch. So we subtract it, right? So money spent for watch is 270 rupees, and we subtract this expenditure for the watch from the total money that she received from the parents. So we subtract, after subtracting we see that 57 minus 0 will be 57, 9 minus 0 will be 9, 7 minus 7 will be 0, and 5 minus 2 will be 3. So this is the money which is left with her after buying this watch. Before she has this much money, but after spending 270 rupees for buying the watch, finally she remained with 309 rupees 57 paise. Let's move on to the next question. That is, a dozen pencils and erasers cost 125 rupees 25 paise and 110 30 paise respectively, which means a dozen pencil cost 125 rupees 25 paise and a dozen erasers will cost 110 rupees 35 cents. Vinita paid 500 to the shopkeeper. Then how much should she get back from the shopkeeper? So for this we need to find out the total cost of the dozen pencil as well as eraser. So that our first sentence would be cost of dozen pencil as well as dozen erasers. So you just take it as erasers. It is misprinted, right? So this is the cost of 1 dozen pencil and this is the cost of 1 dozen erasers, and the total cost of both is 235 rupees 55 paise. But she, see here, Vinita paid, she has already given 500 rupees because she has the money in 500 rupee, what we call, it is denomination. So she has 500 rupees note, but the cost of both pencil and reader is 235.55 paise. So how much money she has to get back from the shopkeeper after giving 500 rupee note to the shopkeeper? It's very simple. So money that Vinita paid to shopkeeper is 500 rupees, and money which is spent for buying dozen pencils and erasers will be 235 rupees 55 paise. And when you subtract this cost from the 500 rupees notes, and she gets from shopkeeper, that is, see here, before subtracting we do this because we cannot subtract 55 from 0. So that's why it can be written as 499, and that remaining 1 rupee has been converted to paise and it will be written as 100. Now it is 100 minus 55 will be 45, and when you subtract 235 from 499 it will be 264. So this is the money she will get back from the shopkeeper after purchasing pencils and erasers. Next question. Anandi purchased rice for 250 rupees 50 paise and wheat for 173.50 paise. She paid 400 to the shopkeeper. Then how much money should the shopkeeper give Anandi? So this question is as same as this one. First, she purchased rice at the cost of 215 rupees 50 paise, and she also purchases wheat at the cost of 173 rupees 50 paise, and the total cost of both will be 389 rupees, but she has given 400 rupees to the shopkeeper. So obviously she has to get some money from shopkeeper. So money Anandi paid is 400 rupees, but the cost of both rice and wheat is 389 only. So obviously she will get 11 rupees from the shopkeeper. So this is how you can solve these story problems.